In this video, I'm going to explain to you what a capo is and what a capo does. This here is a capo, okay? This is a spring operated capo, which means it's designed to clamp something like this, okay? And it's designed to clamp, of course, onto your guitar. Some of them aren't spring operated, some of them are screw operated. Some of them even have a thing where they only apply the exact amount of pressure that you need. I'm not even sure exactly how that works. They're called G7 capos, but that's what they are. But they all do the same job. So, bare basics, okay? Let's say you're playing a chord progression in open position. You're playing a standard G major chord to a D chord, right? Now, if you wanted to take the key higher, let's say you wanted to go up a tone, okay, that's 2 frets worth, then instead of playing G to D, you'd be playing A to E. And what you might do is just use standard chords. Okay, but another way to do that would be to use your capo. So you put the capo on here. Now you can still play the exact same chord shape that you do for a G and then a D, but this time, because you've put the capo on, you've made the key higher, and now you're actually playing an A and an E. Okay, so that's with the capo. Let's take the capo off again so we can compare the sound. But notice how you're getting to play the exact same shape, okay? I'm not having to change the shape at all. Now, capos are especially useful in this situation. And that is, let's say you have a singer who wants to move the key of the song. Now, you've spent a load of time learning this chord progression, G, D, A minor, C, and then F. And the singer tries to sing it, perhaps it's a female singer, and she tries to sing it, but it's just too low for her voice, all right? And she goes, oh, can we make that higher? And now you're not quite sure how to deal with that. But if you've got a capo, what you can do is you can say, okay, let's try moving that. Let's try a capo on the 3rd fret first of all. And we go G, D, A minor, C, F. And suddenly the singer will go, oh, that's a little bit better, but can we take it a little bit higher? So you go 2 frets higher. Okay, so I think you kind of get the idea, and you would find the ample place. And as a guitarist, it means you don't have to learn any more shapes. The capo is also very good just for general experimentation. Perhaps you just get bored of playing the chords down here and you want to move them up. So maybe you would move it up to, I don't know, let's say the 9th fret and do the same kind of shapes. Okay. Okay, and we're getting a very different sound to what we would get if we were playing down here, but we're not really having to do any extra work. And that kind of explains why capos are really, really cool and why songwriters often use them, because songwriters are trying to get the best song. They're not trying to be the best guitarists, so they don't necessarily see the value in learning all of these complex chord shapes. As a guitarist, an experienced guitarist, I do see the value in that, and I think it's tremendously valuable, but I'm not someone who makes his living writing songs. So you have to consider the 2 different kind of career paths. But there we go. That is how we use a capo. I recommend everyone get a capo. And one other thing that they're also really useful for is just as a general practice tool. So let's say, for instance, that you really, really struggle to play a standard G chord. Let's just go for that one again. Okay, and it's too much of a stretch and it's difficult. What you could do is you could pop your capo on the 5th fret and then you could try it in this position, and then suddenly you might find that the frets are just close enough together and that your fingers can just about make the stretch. And then so you do that for a week, I don't know, it could be different for everybody. You move it down to the 3rd fret and then you move it down to the 1st fret until eventually you can do the chord in open position and it's not a problem. I hope that video was useful on how to use a capo. See you in the next one.